Hey, I'm Levin, I'm free to play, and if you are too, then you understand just how frustrating it is when you don't have the cards you need to play the decks you want to play, you're just missing one, or you don't have certain staples that make every deck kinda hard to play. So I decided to get creative and try to solve that problem for my account. And for me, as you can see, the staple that I'm missing is Sabrina. Got a lot of trainer cards, don't have a single Sabrina. But what I do have, what the RNG did bless me with, is 2 copies of Full Art Pidgeot, whose ability happens to be Sabrina. It's the exact same effect, but you can use it an infinite number of times. So I wanted to build a deck around that card. How did I do it? Let's take a little look-see at that in my iconic deck, No Sabs. So what I did was pair Pidgeot, 2 copies of every card in the line, with 2 copies of every card in the Diglett line. I also happen to have a Full Art Diglett, very fun, very artsy deck. Why did I do that? There's a few reasons, actually. So number 1 is Pidgeot is weak to electric, to lightning type, and Dugtrio, fighting energy, is actually strong against that, most electric types. So this actually really helps against like the Pikachu matchup, which, if you don't know, you kind of tend to run into. Reason number 2, this is a stage 1 Pokemon that only needs 1 energy. It gets online super fast, it really speeds up the deck, and that is so necessary when we are trying to get to a stage 2 Pokemon on the bench. Reason number 3, the whole appeal of Pidgeot as a card is that it's really annoying, and guess what? So is Dugtrio. If you don't know, Dugtrio's Dig lets you flip a coin. If it's heads, not only are you immune to damage from attacks next turn on this Pokemon, but also effects. So you can't get put to sleep, you can't get paralyzed, none of that. If you can keep flipping heads, you can really bother people. So how does the deck work? You want to set up Dugtrio as soon as you can. This deck actually works really well if you go first. Then on your second turn, you can hopefully evolve a Dugtrio, put an energy on it, be ready to game, ready to stall them out, and also put some pressure in the early game. Like, it's only 40 damage for 1 energy, but that can really be a significant chunk against basic Pokemon. And from there, you try and build up Pidgeot on the bench. Once it's ready, once you have everything together, between being able to Sabrina them at will, not having to conserve that research, and making them thread the needle, weave through all of the turns of immunity you get off Dig, you can really stifle what they're trying to do. You can make it so annoying for them to take advantage of any situation and just really shut off most of the plays they want to make. It's very disruptive, very annoying, and really fun to be in the driver's seat of this deck. What else is here? Most of the staples I do have. The one weird card here that you might not expect is the Fossil. Playing a Fossil just gives you something to put on the bench and use to protect against getting Sabrina'd yourself. Basically, it can just negate some of their annoying plays. Now, this deck definitely has some really tough matchups. It has kind of low damage output in general and does rely on a certain amount of RNG, so there's sometimes you can kind of get outlasted, just not have the luck you need to get through certain matchups, but I've been very surprised how it performs against most decks, and it really has a tendency to win against things it shouldn't. So I got a couple fun games to show you, hope you enjoyed them. I thought they were pretty cool, and if you like this video, you like this kind of content, hey, maybe toss a subscription or whatever. I want to post more fun, free-to-play decks that are not really the meta, so please enjoy. Give me like a Pikachu or something. That's actually really fun for this deck, because Dugtrio, the Diglett and Dugtrio, even though they have low damage output, you put them in against the Pikachu deck, they kind of start going crazy. And there we go. This is a draw. This is a good draw. How do we feel about the Eevee sleeves, chat? I actually really don't like them. I like Eevee, but I just don't find these sleeves appealing on cards. Doesn't work for me. It was me. I was the one stalling. Oh, God, this is tough. But can't touch me for a couple turns, and I get the first shot. Actually, if they don't get Ivysaur on turn 2, then I actually have a very favorable matchup, because we can Giovanni Dugtrio. I like that, but we can't Giovanni right now, so there's not really anything to do other than just attack. Mud Slap. They're gonna get Ivysaur. Ivysaur's coming. Okay, it's this deck. That is gonna be annoying. No Ivysaur? Ivysaur free zone? That's not gonna get Ivysaur. I think we might have him. I think we might be able to get this Bulbasaur off the table. Okay. Well, that's actually even better for me. I would kind of rather erase that. Okay, they had it the whole time? What a troll. If this match ends up drawing Pidgeot, Pidgeotto, Pidgey, I'm throwing hands. This is actually... I think if I don't roll heads here, I might actually lose the game. I feel like Executor EX is coming in next turn, and it's going to be crazy. That's why I like this deck. Dugtrio is that Pokemon that they don't have an answer for, and now that I got the heads, having no bench is actually uncounterable, perhaps? Maybe like Greninja ability can do damage, but there is no way they can get that protection off me. Unfortunately, not having drawn Pidgey yet means that I don't have a great way to deal with either of these things, so it might be a little bit over. But if we can just keep hitting heads, anything is possible. Pidgey. Oh my god. I spoke it into existence. I'm being punished for my sins. Well, 3 energy Dugtrio, what do you want? We live to fight another day. I had a game I was playing last night that I so wish I'd recorded and streamed, where I think I hit 6 or 7 heads in a row on Dugtrio to win the game, and I think every single one was necessary to accomplish that. Literally the exact thing I said. But now it's at least not instant game over. Honestly, if they have Sabrina, that would kind of be good. I think it's time to start setting up Pidgey. Am I a bad enough dude to hit 3 heads in a row? Am I simply like that? Very Pog, very Champ. Wasn't this really... So, this is the first deck I've really played that had 0 EX cards in it? Yeah, okay, I should have seen that coming. The full art Erica. Jealous. The interesting thing about decks with no EX cards is that they actually have to take down 3 of your Pokemon to win. In most matches, it feels like 2 is the win. I just want to get energy set up on a lot of these Pokemon so that we have options. Now, unfortunately, there's no way we go for 4, right? I'm the luckiest player to ever touch this game. I wish I had a pack right now. If I had a pack opening ready, we would crush a ground rare Charizard. You could feel it. Wait, we actually sniped both Ericas. That's kind of hilarious. Okay, it's a bit late for the pot of greed, but we'll still play it. We'll still put that on the board. So now we get Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, Dugtrio. I think this Dugtrio has to go out swinging. I think that's really my only legitimate play. Now that's ready to go for the switch in. We can start setting up the other Dugtrio for shenanigans. I have to have an X speed coming next turn, right? 50% chance of an X speed. The other cards are what? Pokeball and Giovanni, I think. Which Giovanni could be very nice to have. So we have to start doing the luck. One. Yeah. Had to come to an end. But If they don't have Giovanni, they actually have to hit heads themselves. And a 10 HP Dugtrio and a 70 HP Dugtrio are kind of the same Pokemon. Cruel Fate! I thought I was the heads master. Honestly... Okay, there's the X speed. Then we have double Pidgeot, which technically lets us Sabrina them twice. So that's a fun thing to do. Every heads is an independent event, and because of that, I can roll heads on every single one. When you believe in the math, anything is possible. If I draw Giovanni next turn, actually, we're kind of cooking. Wait a second. Are they keeping Exeggutor in? No. Okay. But now they have two Pokemon with no energy. Well, you can't actually take me down, right? Let's put in this one. Oh, you couldn't go... They couldn't even go for the big hit. We got Giovanni. Oh, I want this one. So we have to use Drive Off. Did they send back in Exeggutor? I think it's a checkmate either way. Because it's going to take so many turns to get enough energy to retreat. I had no business winning this match! Yeah, there's no way they can get energy on that thing faster, right? I guess next turn they can X-speed out. How many punches do they have? Just one? I'm gonna Helix Fossil just in case there's some Sabrina shenanigans afoot. And we'll put another energy on this so we can retreat if we have to. Wing Attack. Their last card, I think, is X Speed. They're going to retreat, send back in the other Venusaur. We have Giovanni, so then we can drive off and win. Here comes the X Speed. And that is why this is the most fun deck of the entire game. This deck, I feel like, has like an 80% win rate against things that look like it should lose, and like a 40% win rate against things that look like free wins. It has the most ridiculous matchup spread I have seen yet in this game. And that's why it's my favorite deck. It is weird, it is wacky, it is wild, and it is wonderful. But if you're not the coin flip master, your mileage may vary. Okay, we got a Pokeball. Got a Professor. We can draw. If we can get a Diglett and an X speed, we actually have the ideal turn 1. This again? More of this? Ha 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 ha. Alright, so we play this first. Wrong one. There it is. Yes! Now we're cooking. With that gasoline. I think doing the 10 makes more sense. Then you can retreat next turn if we need. There's no way I can attack with Diglett this turn, so that's the play here. Thoughts on the game's monetization? I'm F2P. I'm not... this game's pricing so far seems to me more reasonable than a lot of mobile games. So I don't think I'm... it doesn't seem like that crazy, but I also may have done the math wrong. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't really plan on spending, so I haven't really looked into it. No! I had everything I dreamed of. Okay, wait a second. I still do. Fine. But yeah, I also think I want to, like... I think I want to do content for this game, and I think I like having free-to-play as an angle for that content, so... that's sort of my plan. Stay free-to-play. I can imagine if they start putting really awesome cards as pass exclusives, I can imagine that would break me. But I don't have to worry about that yet, because it's not happening, so... who can say, really? We're entering the trio zone. Diglett dig, Diglett dig. Trio, trio, trio! Actually, next turn would be a better place to hit that. Well, no, wait. Yeah, I guess either way, I guess it almost doesn't matter. Okay, if they don't have any heals, actually, that thing goes down in just 2 more turns, and ooh. Ooh. Check it out. Boom, drive off. Can't they just do it for doing it? This is the turn it needs to be heads. Heart of the coins. Let's go! Oh, that thing's... if they don't have another basic, that thing's guaranteed going down. This might be 18 Trainer Articuno. So you got some cards in that hand, big boy. This is 18 Trainer Articuno. For sure. I've never seen a more obvious Tails in my life. I can just see it. I should go to a casino. I would destroy a casino tonight. They would kick me out. Don't concede. I need more footage. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, make your choice. Make your illusion of choice. If they switch out, I can still just Pidgeot skill them. Alright. So this is Sabrina Insurance. And I think this is the smart thing to do, because then we're not just taking damage on Pidgeot for no reason, and they can't KO Dugtrio next turn. So, that's the genius gaming. Also, I don't have to retreat, so it's better energy-wise. Now, am I the kind of guy who you think can roll 3 heads in a row? If you haven't learned not to bet against me, I hope the message came through. I hope that lesson has been imparted. Just taking down 18 Trainer Articuno. It's something I consider fun to do. Nice Ice Wing, but not nice enough. Alright, 4 in a row would be a little bit belligerent, wouldn't it? I think... yeah, the play is to just go for 4 in a row. And even if we miss, I'm pretty sure it's still GG's. Yeah, okay, that had to be a miss. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. 3 in a row? I take 3 in a row every day against Omega Cheeser Dog Squad. Do they have another card? Or is that just their way of confirming for the YouTube studio audience that they are in fact running 18 Trainer Kuno? See you later, 18 Trainer. I love this deck. That's the thing you want to be able to take down, and we got it. Ooh.